Hey guys, what's up? Uh, I feel a little bit self-conscious about doing this, but it's gonna get better over time. So, the reason why I want to start recording these videos is because I have been checking a lot of Mouth of the Ape, his YouTube channel, and I feel like the things that he talks about are really profound, and they really help me to process a lot of the things that I'm dealing with. And I kind of want to do something similar somehow. Like, I feel like I have lots of things that I can share with you guys, and maybe someone resonates with what I talk about, and it can help them on their journey. And I feel like I really want to provide some support, some compassion, some input, some ideas, some whatever, in times of crises, or even if you just want somebody who, I don't know, goes through something similar that you are going through right now. For me personally, it really helps, and maybe it might help you. So that's why I want to start doing these, I guess. So there is two reasons. Firstly, because I want to see my own progress. It's like a diary, almost like a video diary, where I'm actually talking about the things that I am experiencing right now, and then it might be interesting for me to look back on what I thought like a few years ago. It's like journaling, but then with the video log, kind of, and so you can just upload it on YouTube and people can watch it and evolve along ways you, because people are always at like different stages in their lives, right? There's people who are going through something that maybe I have been through already, and then I can talk about my experiences, and then the people who were a little bit earlier in the trajectory, they can like get something out of what I talk about. And then for me, it's the same when I listen to people who are like further along the journey, like guys like Mouth of the Ape, for instance. Like I feel like he's been through a lot already, and the things that he talks about really resonate with me, because I feel like I am on that path, and he has already been through it, so he can talk about what he did and how it was for him. So for me, it creates this kind of like perspective towards my own future. So that's kind of why I want to do this. So yeah, the first thing that I kind of want to talk about today, I guess, is because it's been on my mind a little bit, and I felt like it was a very, very powerful insight. And it has to do with meditation, basically. I've always read about that meditation is a very powerful tool that you can use in many situations. It can help you with so many things like stress reduction, more concentration, better focus, better mental health. You feel more calm, you feel more peaceful, all these good things. But I actually never really took the time to consistently meditate on a regular basis for a really amount of time that is like substantial amount of time. That's the word that I was looking for. So I did it like maybe 10 days, 10 minutes per day or 5 minutes per day or something. And then 3 months ago, about 3 months ago, I broke up with my girlfriend that I've been with for 2.5 years now, and it's been very, very tough, very, very tough and difficult process for me to go through. And one of my really good friends, his name is Timur, he recommended me to just sit down on my couch for at least 30 minutes per day and do nothing. Just sit on the couch and do nothing, which basically is meditation. And so I kind of like took it to heart, and I was like, okay, yeah, why not? He has been through some terrible breakups himself, and for him it really helped. So I took his advice, and I decided to just sit down on my couch every day for half an hour and consistently do that. And I felt like it was really, at first I was like, well, nothing is really changing. I guess it's just like, okay, whatever, half an hour doing nothing. But then I started to like, I don't know, notice some slight changes in the quality of my awareness, and the thoughts that were in my mind, the sense of calm and peace that was inside me. And so I figured like, hey, let's just try to cultivate a habit out of this and like really do it daily. And so now I've been like meditating, because basically what I do when I sit in a chair on a couch is actually it's just meditating. So I'm meditating for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I bump it up with 5 minutes like every week or so. So right now I'm kind of like at 40 minutes. And the biggest, the number one realization that I made, and until very recently actually, it was that I woke up one morning. I was feeling very anxious, very all over the place. Like my thoughts were very very chaotic, and I had this anxious feeling inside my body, like in my chest and everywhere. Like it didn't feel good. I can assure you that. And so I decided to, okay, because I usually meditate right after I wake up. So I decided to wake up and do my meditation. So I sit down and I start just meditating. And first, it's like your thoughts are all over the place and you're still in this anxious, panicky state. But after a while, you just start focusing on your breath, right? In and out. You just try to focus on the sensations in your body. Maybe the wind is blowing, the sun, you can feel the warmth on your skin, you can feel your body sitting in the chair. You start to focus on these bodily sensations, right? And then you realize sometimes you take your mind off this anxious feeling, because you force yourself to focus on your breath, you focus yourself to focus on your body, and you take your awareness, your focus off the anxious feeling, kind of. And then you bump back into this anxious feeling. You're like, oh fuck, I can still feel it in my body, and like these thoughts, and etc., etc. But like after a while, if you meditate long enough, you will have a first-hand experience of this feeling and these thoughts actually like change over time. Like they will really change. The quality will change. Your anxiety will drop. Your feeling will change. Your thoughts will change, and you can really like see it, like experience it happening in first person. You know, like you start out the meditation super anxious, and then time passes, and you take off your focus of the thoughts a little bit. You let go, kind of, because you're like really trying to meditate, trying to focus on the breath, etc. And you feel the feeling dissolve, and you really like kind of let go. And that is the realization that I made, was that I could have never experienced this firsthand if I would have only meditated for 10 minutes, because I would have kept myself in this anxious state, because I wouldn't have allowed the time to actually like see it dissolve, right? Because if I would have meditated for 10 minutes, all right, I would probably end my meditation and still kind of feel anxious, and then I would like do something else and this and that, and like maybe after a few hours I would notice like, oh, actually I don't really feel that anxious anymore, whatever, and then maybe I would even jump back into that anxious feeling, right? But because now I meditated for an extended period of time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I allowed myself to really see that it's just thoughts. Oh my god, it's such a powerful realization that it's just thoughts, and they will subside. And the thoughts, they go hand in hand with the feelings. So the feelings are usually generated by the thoughts, but not always. We're not always aware that they are. But so the feelings, they subside together with the thoughts, and you can really, really see it happening in real time. Like it was a very, very interesting experience. And so what I wanted to say, like the thing that I want to, I guess, share, is that it's good to create a habit of meditation, and to start out with like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Like make yourself comfortable with the idea of just sitting down and like really doing nothing. But you're doing a lot of things, but basically it feels like you're doing nothing. But for me, it was a difficult thing to do, because I felt like maybe I'm wasting time, or it feels a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm doing actually. So it feels a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but allow yourself to accept that it will feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. But if you continue doing it, then it will start to feel less and less uncomfortable, and you will become a lot more comfortable with it, and you will feel so many different things while meditating. Like sometimes you feel this intense sense of peace and calm, and sometimes you cannot focus for like 5 minutes. Like it's impossible to. You're constantly, your mind is all over the place, and your meditation feels like it's less than the day before, maybe. But there is. You should also, well, I don't like to say should, but you might want to try to not judge whether it was a good or a bad meditation session, because all your meditation sessions are good in some way. Like they raise your awareness, they raise your your mind. They build your mind. It's like lifting weights. Everybody always talks about it. It's like lifting weights once a week. It's not really gonna do anything if you lift it for like 1 month and then you quit. Like nothing's gonna happen. But if you consistently hit the gym and you lift the weights, then your body will start to build, and you will cultivate a habit, and eventually it will even become kind of your identity. So you will not even have any issues going to the gym anymore, because you're just the person who goes to the gym. It's kind of the same thing with meditation. So at first you feel this resistance, it feels weird, you're like, I'm not good at this, like fuck that, I'm gonna give up. But realize you cannot not be good at meditation. It's just that the more you practice it, the quicker you will become aware of the fact that your mind is wandering, and then you're able to bring it back to your body, to your breath, to your current surroundings, to the now, basically. And that's the thing, like that's the key component of the meditation. It's just the awareness that you are losing yourself in thought, and you deliberately make the decision to bring back your attention. And even if it's for like a split second, a few seconds, doesn't matter. And then maybe your thoughts go all over the place again, but the fact that you were able to bring it back, like consciously, that is what it's all about. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. That meditation is also like a process you kind of got to go through, and I don't call myself like a meditation master in any way, like not at all. I don't have nearly enough experience to call myself that, but I do start to feel that by continuously practicing meditation, you open yourself up for a lot of interesting experiences. And the most profound one that I've had so far is the realization that if I allow myself enough time during my meditation, then I can actually like feel my emotional state change in real time. Like I know that I start with a very anxious and uncomfortable feeling. I meditate, and I don't even do anything like consciously. I'm not trying to change this feeling. That's actually probably going to work against me. It's not that I'm trying to control anything. I'm just sitting down. I'm accepting the fact that I feel anxious. I start meditating by trying to bring your attention to your breath and your body. You take off the focus of the feeling and the thoughts, and by doing that over a long enough period of time, you allow the feeling to dissolve, and that's a very, very profound experience. And so I guess that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. And I will try to record things regularly, and then just share them with you guys, so hopefully you can learn something from this, because I've learned so much from other people doing this exact same thing that I kind of want to give back somehow. And I hope that I will be able to give you a sense of support, understanding, whatever it is, like all the positive things you can imagine. I would love to offer them to you, at least a little bit, because for me personally, these types of videos have helped me tremendously during my difficult times. So I hope I can do the same for you. So this was my first video I recorded ever. So let's hope that in the future I will, no, not let's hope, I will improve in the future, and I will become more comfortable doing this. And yeah, I have so many things to talk about and to share with you guys. So I'm honestly super excited about this. So thanks for listening. I hope you have a great week, and until next time.